All right, so we have around 18 participants here and around 15 through Facebook. We're going to get started. Today, we're going to be talking about how to create your own website, and not any website. It's an e-commerce platform. I was talking to Mo and to Stephanie that I have actually used it myself, and it's pretty simple to use. Anyone that knows how to click and drag will be able to get a hang of it. It's really amazing. It's fully capable of doing anything that you think or anything that you need in order to launch your e-commerce website. Cobalt Digital Marketing, it's a great company that has been helping the chamber in a lot of different ways through social media, through creating actually some stuff on websites and creating platforms for us to be able to receive payments and stuff like that. So we know for sure that you are in good hands. And today they are our sponsors. So thank you very much, Stephanie and Mo, for doing this. And thank you very much. So let's get started. I'll give the floor to you, Stephanie, and then let's get this started.
Great. Thank you so much. It's really exciting to be here. This is so much fun to do it on a Zoom like this. First, let me introduce myself. I'm Stephanie Hawk, and my partner is Mauricio Pina, and we are the owners of Cobalt Digital Marketing. And over the last 4 years, we've been working to develop what we call our Cobalt Formula, which is an integrated approach to digital marketing across platforms. And in essence, we create digital sales funnels to convert website or internet traffic into actual sales. And what's happened over the last 4 years is we've grown really quickly, and we found that we had a lot of people coming to us who wanted to get online and take the first step, but had limited budgets. So, startups, freelancers, small businesses, food trucks, and we wanted to help them. What?
I said nonprofit.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said, Jorge. Yeah, nonprofits. Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. And so, we wanted to find a way to be able to help them. And so a year ago, we just figured out the timeline. We introduced Cobalt Alpha. And the concept here was to have an easy to use platform so that people can find a way to get started selling online. And so I'm glad to hear that Jorge tried it and loved it. So that's awesome. This year, obviously, it's become not only optional, but imperative for everyone to be online and to pivot the way that they do business, whether it's just finding a way to communicate to their customers the hours and the special procedures that they're using to reopen, or how they're addressing all of the health concerns. Also, a lot of our customers are finding that they need to pivot to take payments online. And then, of course, everyone wants to sell online right now. That's really the bottom line. So our goal today is to walk you through step by step how to set up a website with Cobalt Alpha. And I guess with that, I'll hand off to Mo.
Yeah, so let me share my screen and let's show you the platform. So let me do that first. Can you guys see that? Is it working?
Yeah, we can see it.
All right, cool. So Cobalt Alpha basically is just a web builder. What you see is what you get builder. You can think of something like Squarespace, a Wix, GoDaddy. They all have their builders. They all have their different features and capabilities. We decided to do ours because we did have a lot of people here in the Valley that wanted to use one of those. We're trying to get support. We're trying to get, maybe they just needed some help on one thing and they have to call through, customer service, wait in line, and so on. And this was something easier that we can help them with. Unfortunately, when you're working with Squarespace or Shopify or any of these other different platforms, it's going to take some time to get through and someone that knows your business and help you out a little bit more. So this is what we did. So Cobalt Alpha is what you see is what you get. Basically here, when you go to the site, you can get, just get to Cobalt Alpha, get started now. and it's going to take you straight to the template. So a lot of times we get people that say that their templates, maybe they don't want to use those. Maybe something looks too similar. But what we also have to remember is that you can customize all these templates to, depending on what you're looking for, to have your style, your logo, your custom feel to it. Essentially, they're all the same though. You have to remember that, websites have a common goal, right? Which is try to get conversion, get your people in there and get them to click and buy something. So if you notice from each one of these templates, the layout is pretty similar. You have your logos on top, your company name, your contact information. So here, I'm going to click this one just so we can view it. Your contact info, so that people, when they get there, they can easily call you or contact you. And then a big banner. Usually the big banner is something that you have above the fold, what we like to call it, which is before people scroll down, they're able to go, they're able to see here or click on anything before they do any action. So once they get to the website, they don't even have to scroll down. We want to make sure that there's enough information above the fold so that people can go in here, find what they need, and kind of go about their day, right? A lot of times we have very limited time to catch their attention, so we want to make sure we do that. And then after that, again, it just depends on what you're looking for, right? If you want to give more information about my website, about my product, or about, maybe I want to talk about us, there's an about us here that then leads to a different page or to a contact page. You do want to put some testimonials? Do I want to put some other information that is relevant to my client or to my user? Put all that in the homepage. So once you pick your layout, and here you can see that there's different types of categories for businesses. So different categories are going to have different feels. You have your photography websites down here. Maybe you have your restaurant ones over here. So this is something easy that you can use to get started quickly. You don't have to go to a designer. You don't have to go into, take weeks on trying to get a website design to your liking. If you find something here that you think is close to what you're looking for, or maybe this is what you want, right? So here we're going to talk about online stores. We have a variety of templates that you can go in here and set up. So once you click on one, it's going to ask you to get started. And just like that, you just create your name, put you put a password, and you're going to get here. So let me go back to to this template area. But once your template is laid out, it's picked and laid out, you're going to have everything that you're able to click and edit. And I know right off the bat, it's going to seem like that's a lot of stuff to do, but you'll notice that it's just very easy to move things around, to edit information. So here you go. If you want to edit something, you just click on it and you can edit the text. So the ease of this is really simple. You just have to go in there and kind of, play with the pages, play with what you want to do. So let me go over kind of some of the basic functions of this. Let me go back to the home page. So here on your homepage, you can, create your big slider, add your navigation, and your navigation is important. You want to make sure that you're putting the links that you want people to see right away. A lot of times you don't want to cram this little area up with a bunch of, links that maybe are not going to lead to something important. You have your pricing, your templates, you have your product, whatever it is that you're trying to promote. You want to make sure that the user is easily able to click on these navigation buttons and get to the right page. Here, you're going to have your slider, as we talked about, right? This is a spot where you want to catch people's attention. What is it that I want them to see right off the bat? Do I have a product that I really want? Maybe I want to feature a specific product. I want to make sure that the copy has a good call to action. And that it explains, without having to people to scroll down, that explains your product quickly so that they can take a quick action and get started right now. So as you scroll down, you'll see these little sections that say add block. So this is where you can add more content. So if you add the block, it's going to tell you, it's going to give you different categories of different block sections that you can add. So in case you wanted to add a contact form, you can just click on it and it's going to add it. you want a call to action in that area, for example, let's say we're just going to click this one for now. And there you go. It's added now, and you can go and edit it and put different colors, different text, whatever it is that you want to do. You could just click on it and edit the section. So let me show you how easy it is. And you add a link, and let's see, you want to, that's fine. And there you go, it's changed. So as simple as that. Once you go ahead and make your blocks, that's going to determine how the feel and style of your website is going to look, right? So you'll see here, as I go down, I had a little blocks myself. I had a little video here that I wanted to add some information, and then your call to action down here would get started now. Same thing here with the footer. You'll see that all the templates come with the header and footer. So here's your header, you have a block here, and then if you want to edit any section, you can just click on the section here, and it's gonna allow you to edit that section. So as you can see, it's very simple. You know, there's not a lot of there's obviously no code necessary, but there's not a lot of bells and whistles that you have to go through to just make one simple edit to your website. Here you can just log in. Let's say maybe there was some misspelling, maybe you just wanted added a new picture. You're just gonna go here and you're just gonna add the picture. So you click on the block, click on the picture, and then you can go ahead and add any picture you want. Simple as that. So the next thing we're gonna do is talk about the actual store. So this is just once you set up your template, it's gonna give you, the basic layout of what you picked, and then you can customize it yourself. But then you can go ahead and add your store, right? So once you add your store, you're just gonna come here and you're gonna add some products. So it's very easy to add products. You're just gonna go here, add your product. If it's a physical product, a digital product, a service, or a membership. Our software does allow you to create membership sites. I know we've had some people that come to us where they say, maybe I want to have different membership levels where, X amount they get to see this content, or X amount they get to see that. Well, you can achieve it here, and go ahead and click it, set it up, and it's going to walk you through a process where you can create membership websites. So maybe that's content-based, maybe it's downloadable-based. Whatever type of membership you want to create, you'll be able to do with Cobalt Alpha. Any question? By the way, did we have a section if people wanted to have some questions or whatnot, Jorge?
Yeah, so if y'all have any questions, please feel free to type them in the chat, and we'll guide them to you, Mo.
Once you have your products, then you're going to have your orders here. So as you can see, you can go back. These are some of mine. You can go in here and you'll see their names. I don't want to see other information, but that's where you would go and see their orders, and then you can have information if you need to contact them and whatnot. Our platform also allows you to create discounts. So if you have a product, maybe you're having a Memorial Day sale, Father's Day sale, whatnot, you can go to the discount tab and you can add any type of discount. You can do a flat discount, a % discount, free shipping. And again, a lot of this is very self-explanatory. We try to make it as easy as possible for you to just go in there. And I'll just make one quick one. Okay, so if you want to do a discount code, so maybe Cobalt that, allow all the discounts automatically apply, and then you can just put the percentage of the discount. You can just use your arrows, or you can just do, and that's a 10% discount, and it's valid from now, and then you can put the date. You can put it to, depending on if you want to add it to certain products, maybe certain categories, or if you had memberships, you can give it to certain memberships, and then they can have that discount. And simple with that.
Our first question from Carl Kaiser. What about domain names? Is that something you're going to be talking eventually, or can you answer that question right now?
Yeah. So domains, I mean, you'll have to buy through a separate, like a GoDaddy or Bluehost or whatnot. But yeah, once you have your domain, you can go to your website settings and you can, you can set up your domain here. So like mine's connected already. So once you have your domain set up, you would go to click existing domain, put your domain, and it's going to walk you through the process on how to just transfer the domain. Basically, it's all you have to do If you have, for example, if you have GoDaddy, it's just going to give you some numbers that you have to go put it on the domain's DNS. So yes, it is a process. But again, this is another reason why we did this, right? A lot of times people would set these up. There would be like, store.wix.com or restaurant.squarespace.com, and that process to connect that domain to their service meant that they had to call Squarespace, they had to call GoDaddy. Here, you can call us, right? You can go, give us a call. We can connect the domain if you're having issues. But at the same time, it is very easy to connect your domain to our platform pretty easily. So,
Thank you.
Where was I? So let's go back to the store. So you have your shipping method, your payment method, and that's something that's very important too, right? Processors. Whenever you set up a store, you want to make sure that you're using the right platform for you. You're going to have PayPal, you're going to have Square, you're going to have, just multiples of different credit card processing platforms that you can use. And it works the same way here. You're going to, once you go here, you add your payment provider, and you're going to have different options. The best way that I can recommend to do this is if you have PayPal or you have any of these, you have Stripe or whatnot, is make sure that you're already logged in to that account while you're working on this. And then once you click connect, the system's automatically going to connect your it's going to log in to that platform and make the connection. It's very simple. I use Stripe, for example, for our platform. And yes, you have to go into Stripe, set up an account, and have to get verified, or depending on the product or whatnot, there's a certain process you have to go through that. But again, this is something we can help you with if you want us to help you walk you through this, or you wanted us to set it up, we can do that. We set up your account, we connect it to our Cobalt Alpha platform, and you're going to be ready to sell.
Great. Actually, that comment answers another question that we received that says, will Cobalt train and help with procedures, and for how long?
Yes, I mean, it's all going to be obviously case by case basis, but yes, I mean, we not only do we have different videos on how to use our platform, but yes, I think, and maybe Stephanie, you can comment on this, but I think there's something we can do where we can have maybe some type of monthly training for this, for our platform. We've already had one, a few weeks ago, but here's another opportunity that we can do that. So.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea maybe to have a follow-up to this. I mean, we can coordinate with Jorge and see so that we can really answer more specific questions as people are getting started. But I mean, we're here.
Yeah, I mean, I think this, today is more of a general, kind of overview of the platform. But yes, there's a lot of different features and different settings that we can help you use. I do have some videos, some pre-recorded videos already for this. So if you need someone to walk you through that process, I can do that. But we also do have FAQ videos on how to add a product, how to set up the website, things like that. Now, the cool thing about our Alpha system too, that maybe like Square or Wix doesn't have, is this does have with it's a small CRM, so you can actually see if there's any members or whatnot. If there's anybody that submitted a contact, this is more of my. Let me go back real quick, 1 second. But you should be able to track your leads through the system. Here we go. So sorry. I'll go back to the CRM right now. We do have a booking system that just launched. So you are able to create booking events. So if you need people to sign up and set up, you're having an event, you want to make sure that you have enough people signed up, you can create that. So again, same way, you're going to go click here, and it's going to ask you for all your information, and you're just going to walk through it. And then you can put that block or that page on your website. So there's different features and different plugins, I guess you can say, that we can work with. And this one's just one that's integrated already into the system. So if you need, let's see here. Yeah, so here you go. If you have some questions that you want to ask before they book the event, they can do that. So there is This one's gonna take, so for example, that question that somebody asked, if we're gonna have some training, this one will take a little bit, of getting used to because it's a new feature. But for the most part, it's gonna be very self-explanatory where they can just come in here at the booking feature, set up the event, and then you can start taking you can start taking I guess appointments for your event, and you'll see them on your calendar.
So let me make a comment there, Mo. Right now I feel like the retailers are really struggling. They've had to be shut down, and now they're just getting back. They've got inventory. People are still a little bit reluctant to shop in some cases. So what we're trying to do with our clients is get a little bit creative. And so using an appointment type thing, you might be able to have a special promotional event by appointment only. And that's something that we just did recently in the 2 weeks leading up to Mother's Day with one of our clients, and it was tremendously successful. So there's some urgency, obviously, because people are excited. They want to take advantage of the promotion and they want to make the appointment. But at the same time, they know that there's limited number of people who will be in the store at that time, so their health and safety is assured. So it's kind of a win-win, and just a little bit of creative thinking right now to encourage people to maybe step outside of their comfort zone and at the same time support local retailers.
We have two questions online. The first one is, where do we access the already pre-recorded training videos for Cobalt?
Yeah, so I'll make a link. I'm gonna put it up on the FAQs, but I do have those set up. I believe if you here, let me pull it up here while on the other screen. But yeah, I'll make a quick link here.
That's fine.
But yes, I do have those on how to set up a page and how to set up a store. But again, if there's several needs for other videos, we can definitely do that.
Awesome. And the second question is, how does this place in Google search when people are looking for your type of business? And I believe that's the SEO part that we are going to be talking later on today, correct?
That's correct. Yeah. Well, SEO. I don't know, Stephanie. I don't know if we're gonna have the time for that, but yeah, there's a separate aspect of SEO. But with this setup, it does allow you to create some SEO to this website. So let me walk you through that real quick. Give me 1 second. So,
and while you're doing that, let me add as well that all of you, if you have not done it already, please take control of your Google My Business page. I know that's a separate topic to this, but your Google My Business page is something that will help. And then you should put the domain, the URL of this into your Google My Business. That'll help you people find your business on Google Maps. And also when people search for you, obviously they'll find the right information. So that's kind of a no-brainer there.
So yeah, what was I doing?
And if you're doing a blog on this website, you can share that as well on the Google My Business as a post.
All right, so once you're in your template, and this is just as you start, remember, it's gonna create these pages already for you, whatever the template has. So here on the left side, you go to pages, you're gonna see all the pages that you already have set up. Whether you're adding new ones or these are some that already came with the template. When you click these little 3 buttons, it's gonna give you a show settings. And then here you'll have SEO info. So here's where you'll put your meta title and your meta description, which, as easy as that sounds, you'll be surprised that is the #1 thing that most websites do not have set up correctly. Our recommendation is always that you have custom titles, custom descriptions for all your pages, meaning that each one of these pages has to have a different SEO title and a different SEO description. That's going to help that's the basics of levels of SEO. Whereas if you're like, for example, if you're on a product page about, I don't know, kitchen glasses or something like that, but that page is called kitchen tables, Google's not going to give you any ranking or any placement for that because you're not telling the user what that page is about. So this is very important. So yes, our system does include the area or the option to easily edit those title tags, and that's going to be some basic SEO that you're not going to need, someone like us to go in there and do some other, SEO things that we do. But so I guess I don't know if that answers the question, but yes, our platform does come prepared for easily able to edit SEO title tags and meta tags.
Just remember when you're writing it out that you have to be very clear using the keywords that Google will know what's on that page. So think about what people would be searching for when they're looking for the information that you have on that page.
Let me try to go through this real quick. I want to go over the features before I kind of just do a little sample of adding a page or adding a section. But so the other thing I wanted to talk about is funnels. So our system does come ready, I guess, to add funnels. And a funnel is something, it's like a landing page or an extra page that's not in your website that you can use to get leads or to I guess maybe just like as a lead generator or maybe add a promotion, I guess you can say. So for example, I have one right here, the subscription one, right? So once you go into the funnels, you can create different let me just try one from scratch. Here we go. So here's the type of funnel, right? So it's a page that gives information specifically about the promotion that you're trying to run. So this helps a lot because if you're running, let's say, a Facebook ad or a Google ad that says, a Father's Day sale, right? You don't want to send those people straight to the website, right? You don't want to send them straight to your homepage because someone just clicked an ad that said Father's Day sale, and they click and they say build the website in seconds. Well, that's not what I wanted. I clicked the Father's Day sale. So this is very helpful for you to achieve that. You can go in here, select the type of funnel you want, and then you can just build that out to that specific ad. So if you're running multiple ads, maybe for multiple products, my suggestion is that you go in here and you create multiple funnel pages. You can create these. You can add, the discount code. You can add the credit card processing right away. So maybe you don't even want them to go to your website. You just want them to go to your product and then buy it, and they're ready to go. This is going to help you achieve that. So you're going to have your website, but now you're going to have certain funnels for any campaigns or ads that you're running. So this works the same way. Once you find the funnel that you want, you select it, you give it a name, and there it is. Now you just have to go in there and change the different, edit the different styles or themes or whatever you want. If you wanted to change this countdown, for example, you would just put here. So when do you want it to start? So let's say you just wanted to, you give people 5 minutes to sign up, or the ad, or I'm sorry, the sale or the coupon or whatever it is that you're promoting is gone. So you can do that. You just go in here, you change it to 5 minutes. You want to make sure that it resets on each page view, or maybe you don't. Maybe they have one opportunity to go in there and buy that 50% off, and it goes away after that. You can do that. So here, when the counter errors, what do you want it to do? Do nothing, or go to page, or show a message. So these are different tactics that you can use for your e-commerce shop that you can set up and easily edit to whatever it is that you're trying to do. Do you have any comments on funnels, Stephanie? I know we use those a lot. So
we do. I mean, I think it's really helpful to get people to convert when you are targeting your ads very specifically, and the landing page gives the information, and then something like the countdown is really putting the urgency to get people to over the finish line to a sale.
Well, not only that, and then here they don't need to go anywhere else. I mean, you have them here. You already got them through an ad to this page, and then all they got to do is submit their information and buy the product. Here, same thing. Here it gives you the option of what you want to do. Are you going to do a product sale or a cart checkout? What products do you want on there? You can do the bump offers as well, meaning that So let's say you have, you know, you know, I said kitchen table earlier, right? But then you want to upsell the kitchen chairs, then you can do that here and add that. So there's different things that you can use funnels for, but that's another feature that our system has that, you know, you might not find on Wix or Squarespace. And then you have your basic website settings here, but I wanted to give you one more feature if you give me 1 second. Yeah, so here you'll have this, and this is more for the booking. And where's the context? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, there you go. So anybody that goes into your website and if you set up a contact form, I don't have one here set up, but if you have one set up, they can submit a question or anything. You're going to be able to see the messages here on the website, so you don't have to, you know, you don't have. Let's say you miss the email, you can always come back and then you can go into this section. So I think that's about it for the features. Oh, sorry. Too many. So let me just add, show you how to add, oh, here it is, sorry. Widgets. So that's what I wanted to talk about. So here are your different types of widgets that you can add to your website. We talked about those different types of blocks, but if you wanted to add different, you know, subscription, checkout, store, any type of thing you can think of, you can add it through this section. So if you wanted to do the store, remember log in here. Just as simple as that, you're able to add, obviously I don't have one event, but once you add this little widget, now you can start setting up your layout, your colors, your different font, anything that you can think of, you can add it here. So I think those are all the features sections. Again, if you have questions about this, we can help you run through it. But if you want me to walk you through a quick page buildup, here's how you would do it. You would go to this section here with the three bars. You would add new, and then you can add a new page, portfolio, pop-up. We're gonna go and do a page. Once you add the page, you can, you have a different layout. Let's say I want it to look like this. And there you go. And now the page is added with already your header and your footer that you already set up. So the only thing that changes the content inside the area. And now you can go through it block by block and edit the page depending on what you're looking for or what you're needing. Whether it's a service, whether it's an FAQ. Again, there's sometimes you might say, well, I don't exactly know what it is that I want to. Well, you can use this template to kind of walk you through of what it is that you're looking for. So for example, here you already have these block setups and these little graphics. Then you can just go in there and just replace the text with what you want to do. Maybe this is just a process of what happens when they make an order. Then you have a little call to action here. So whether you want this, but if you say, man, maybe I don't like that, you can just delete it, delete the widget, and it's gone. If you set this picture up and you wanted to change it, same thing, you just edit the image, you click on the little plus sign, and it's going to give you all your images that you have already set up for this specific thing. So this already has like a testimonial blog, so you can go in here, edit the testimonials. You can change the style, you can add a background picture, change the border. If you need to change the text, you just click on the actual text and you can just change it and add it. So again, pretty simple to use. There's a lot of different options, a lot of little elements that you can add to it. But I think that's a pretty good overview of what the builder looks like from the inside. So if anybody has questions, take some.
I do have a question here. So what about products that can be customized or personalized? How would you add an option there for them to upload their name or their logo or whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're talking about like here. I'm gonna stop sharing here real quick. I think you're talking about like if like a T-shirt or something like yeah, we don't have the option for that right now.
Okay.
I mean, this is really for either services, products, physical products. You can you can add different options like sizes, colors, and things like that. But unfortunately, you wouldn't have the ability to add a specific logo, for example, to a cup or to a T-shirt. We don't have those capabilities yet.
Okay. Okay. Any questions that anyone has? Feel free to.
Now, real quick on that, because I just had a thought, but that again, this is the good part about this type of builder, right? So and this is the reason why we make it for us, so that if people have those type of issues, they can come to us. Because what you could do is you can create maybe a separate form or page where you can have maybe like a little input field that says, hey, if you buy this product and you have special customization, click here for this form. And then that might take them maybe to one of the funnel pages that we made. And then that funnel page will have all the input fields of all the different options they have. So then this way you get the order, and then you get that message already with it because it has a very specific funnel set linked up to that product. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and actually, I was thinking about, instead of the thank you page, we can link it to an external SurveyMonkey or whatever.
Exactly.
And they can put their customized whatever they need in there, right?
So a lot of times, and Stephanie might get upset that I'm saying this here, but a lot of times, we have clients that maybe that I know they want very specific features on the website. But sometimes I say, well, we can take a long time to create this specific feature the exact way you want it, and you're gonna lose time that you can already be selling that product if there was a workaround to get that specific option to the website a lot easier. So I know sometimes we're kind of we really want the maybe the little magnifying glass that shows every color and my product changes color every time they click on it. But if we don't have that time or the capability at the moment to do that easily, and we're going to lose time on having the product, and maybe, like I said, just having a form where you can just go buy the product and submit red, and that's gonna be able to make you money than trying to wait to do something very specific.
Right.
No, I agree with you, and I think really for anyone who's watching this, who's maybe feeling overwhelmed by looking at all of the features and options, and Mo moves very quickly on when he's scrolling around, is just keep it simple to get started. Keep it very simple. Have a very basic message of who you are, what makes your business different and special, and have very clear descriptions of what you offer, clear calls to action, and just get started and evolve. I mean, I think that's it. Start simple and then grow from there.
Now, can we share with everyone what's the cost of the platform, and how do we compare with other platforms similar to this out there?
Yeah. Mo, did you want to answer? I mean, I think it starts at $10 a month.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There you go.
So we have yearly and monthly plans. So if you choose a monthly, we start at 15 and we go all the way to 35. So the $35 option has basically all the bells and whistles. For the 15, you're a bit limited on how many funnels you can make and whatnot. If you do the yearly option, obviously it's going to be a lot cheaper. How does it compare to Wix and Squarespace? We try to stay within that range. I believe maybe Square and Wix are maybe just $1 or $2 more, on the yearly. But again, I don't know. I haven't checked up on their pricing. But yeah, our pricing is very basic, and this includes domain. The $25 includes domain and hosting, so that means that you can transfer the domain here. The $35 option obviously includes basic, 20 funnels, unlimited pages, a lot of bandwidth. So if you have, and 120 gigabytes of bandwidth is a lot, you know. So we make sure that your site's going to stay on and it's going to be able to uh, handle the traffic that it's going to get, whether if you're doing ads or if you just have a store that everybody knows. But yeah, the pricing is very simple.
Yeah,
And
yeah, and especially because it's all inclusive. It's not just the builder, it's also the host of the domain. It's also the capability of creating funnels, and it's an all inclusive tool. So it's definitely, and it's cheaper than all the other options out there. Now, before we go, can you all share some tips on how to drive traffic to this website after we finish building it?
Yep.
Yes. Do you like how we were both ready to jump in on that?
Yeah.
Okay. The first tip I gave earlier was Google My Business, for sure. The second tip is taking advantage of the SEO tools that are on there so that when people are searching, they're more likely to find. And the third, of course, is to take advantage of social media, blogging, anything that you can do to get your message out there. But the social media that you do should have some strategy to it to provide useful information and attract people back to the website. So you want to be sharing your links and your products and connecting your products as well to sell through Facebook as an example. Mo, what were you going to say?
Yeah, well, I think I just want to circle around and I want to really emphasize what the reason we did this, right? I know a lot of people think websites cost, thousands of dollars, and you need to have this and that on your website. But I think at the end of the day, and slowly we've kind of moved more into this way of thinking and platform. But your website, it needs to be an extension of your business, right? It needs to look how you want it to look, what it is that you want. But at the end of the day, you can have a $10,000 website, and if you have no traffic going to it, it doesn't matter, and you'll see people that maybe have, a free website from GoDaddy that are getting, thousands of dollars of sales a day because they just have a good strategy set up. So my point there being is that, we set up this platform so that it can be easy to just get on there, quickly set up what you need, put your products on there, and it's online, ready to go. And now focus on how to get the traffic to the website. Obviously, Facebook ads, Google My Business, SEO. There's so many different things, and obviously we can talk about that another time. I don't think we have enough time for that today. But having a good strategy with your website and for your traffic, it's going to be the number one thing that is going to be the difference between getting sales or not getting any sales. Creating a website, yes, it can be painful. It can be a little bit complicated, but the point of these what you see, what you get editors is that you don't need to know how to code something or how to, how do I want something to look and make it look the way I'm thinking in my head, put it on the website. This system allows you to do that pretty easily. And sometimes you just have to, go with what you see it looks good and you're comfortable with, and then just let it go. Just let it all go and put it online. And then let's focus on us trying to get traffic to the website and getting some of these sales. So it's very important that people know that this because I feel that sometimes I show this to some people and they see the pricing and they're like, well, why is it so cheap? What's the catch, or what is it that, well, it's not that it's there's a catch. Is that, again, the ability to create a website over the years has gotten a lot easier. That now here it is, go create your site, but you still need to figure out your plan, your digital marketing plan, your strategy on how to get people to the site. And once they get to the site, are they able to easily find your content, find your products, and buy it and check out? One of the things I found, and I saw this just through Facebook and whatnot, but during this whole pandemic, people were trying to buy things online, and it was very hard for them to do that. So they would get to a store, maybe a restaurant was offering takeout or whatnot, and because it wasn't set up properly, somebody goes to the store, they try to buy something, they have a hard time, and they leave. So this is money that you're leaving, out there because you didn't have the website set up properly. So this allows us to be able to help you. This allowed us to help the community, not just, you know, because, you know, this is our product, but look, you want to use this system, you can call us and there's an actual person on the phone and we can help you set it up and walk you through this process so that you're not losing money every day on people that are going to the website and not buying something because maybe one of the buttons didn't work or your shipping was set up incorrectly or something like that.
Definitely. And we are huge preachers of what you guys are doing. The how to start the most affordable way, the quickest way to have an MVP, a minimum viable product, and launch and see if you actually have customers for what you're doing. If you confirm that, then you can scale as fast as you want. But the first step is to define whether if it's a good product or service or not. So thank you very much for that. We have one question here from Alfredo Martinez. Do you guys help with marketing aspect of the product or services, like marketing to a certain groups, etc.?
Yeah, actually, I mean, that is what we do. And I was going to add that we were talking about traffic to websites. Not all traffic is created equal. So that's where the strategy and the marketing comes in, so that you're creating content and ads and other tactics to reach the traffic that's most likely to convert. So that is what we do, and actually that is the basis of our Cobalt formula. It's the integrated marketing that we do.
Perfect. And that's the perfect segue for us to finalize this. And let me ask you this: how can people find more information about Cobalt? How can they reach out to you and learn more about what you are doing?
Okay, well, first of all, follow us on social. Definitely follow us on Facebook. We're trying to share as much useful information as we can. Cobalt Alpha is cobaltalpha.com, and cobaltdigital.marketing. Oh, cobalt.digital. Wait, what's our new website?
Cobalt.digital.
Cobalt.digital.
Yeah, so we have, and then we created that. So yeah, I'll open it up here. But so yeah, we have a few different websites, and I think that's just most of, depending on again, not all traffic is created equal, right? So what type of people do we want to go to the website? You know, this was meant for more of our you know, expansion of Cobalt, but our main website would be, you know, before that one used to be this one, cobaltdigital.marketing. So yeah, and that's another thing, right? Having a domain is very important. So again, if you guys need some help picking a domain, or, you know, trying to, you know, yes, sometimes you just want to get, you know, whatever comes to your mind. But for us, you know, having a domain, I mean, that's what you're going to use. You know, you're going to use Cobalt. You want to make sure that you used what people are going to remember. We went ahead and opted to go with the vanity URLs, like the .digital and the .marketing. For Cobalt Alpha, unfortunately, there was no Cobalt .alpha. But that's something that we chose, that we're going to use, because we know we're going to use it in different places. So that's important. So make sure that you get the good domain and set it up.
Awesome. A lot of people were asking about trainings. Can you all share with me a link whenever you have it ready? Mm-hmm. That way I can share with people that link of trainings that they were looking for.
Yeah, I can set that up. So our platform, like I said, we do have some pre-made videos already that will help you do that. I was trying to get something here for you here, but I don't find it. So what I'll do is I'll just put them all in one page, and maybe I'll just put like a little help button on our website, and then yeah, people can just go there and watch the videos.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, guys. This has been very helpful. And thank you very much for putting together a tool that is so powerful, so affordable for our community. We did a survey earlier this year when all this was starting, and we found that around 38% of McAllen businesses were doing sales online. But what about the other 60-70%? So that's why we felt that we needed this training. So thank you very much. This will be a recording available on our website and in our YouTube page. So if you missed something, feel free to go back there and rewatch. Still, this tool is super self-explanatory and very user-friendly. So thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Great,
Thank you.
thank you.